wondered why two people can look at the same situation and see something entirely different? This, my friends, is the magic of perception. Perception is our mind's interpretation of the world around us. It's like the director of our personal movie, influenced by our experiences, biases, and emotions. Imagine you're looking at one of those optical illusions, say, the famous one with the old woman and the young lady. Depending on your point of view, you might see an old woman or a young lady, or maybe even both if you squint just right. This isn't a trick of the eye, but rather a trick of the mind. Our perception, you see, is like a pair of glasses tinted by our past and our feelings. It allows us to see the world not as it is, but as we are. Perception, therefore, is highly personal and subjective, colored by the unique lens of our individual experiences. Now, what about perspective? Is it the same as perception? Not quite. Picture this. Perspective is like the angle or viewpoint from which we observe an object or situation. It's the lens through which we interpret our perceptions. Take a skyscraper, for instance. From the ground, it might seem towering, intimidating even. But viewed from a distance, it's merely a part of the city's skyline, blending in with the rest. That's perspective in action. Here's the intriguing part. Unlike perception, which is often more fixed, based on our sensory input, perspective is fluid. It can be changed or shifted. It's like taking a step to the left or right, and suddenly the skyscraper is hidden behind a tree, or it's reflecting the sunset's golden hues. Our perspectives can be influenced by our experiences, emotions, even our conversations. And the best part? Perspective, unlike perception, is something we can consciously control and shift, offering us new ways to view the world around us. So, how do perception and perspective differ from each other? Let's take a moment to recap. Perception is our personal interpretation of the world around us. It's like a mental fingerprint, unique to each individual, shaped by our experiences, our memories, and our emotions. On the other hand, perspective is the lens through which we choose to view the world. It's a viewpoint that's not fixed, but rather something we can alter. It's like adjusting the focus on a camera lens to get a clearer picture, or changing the angle to capture a different side of the scene. Understanding these differences between perception and perspective is more than just a mental exercise. It's a key to improving our mental health and well-being. It allows us to see that our view of the world isn't fixed, but something we can change for the better. Remember, while perception is our personal interpretation of the world, perspective is the lens through which we choose to view it. How can understanding the difference between perception and perspective benefit us, you may ask? Well, it's like unlocking a hidden superpower within ourselves. When we embrace a flexible perspective, we allow ourselves to see the world from different angles, to understand other people's viewpoints, and to appreciate diversity. This flexibility not only enriches our own experiences, but also strengthens our relationships as we become more empathetic and understanding. Meanwhile, acknowledging our own perceptions, being aware of how we interpret the world around us, is like having a secret key to our mental health. It empowers us to identify our biases, challenge our assumptions, and ultimately reshape our thoughts in a healthier, more positive light. Harnessing the power of both perception and perspective can significantly improve our overall quality of life. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses that reveal a more vibrant, more understanding, and more fulfilling world. Remember, the world as we know it is shaped by our perception and perspective. Mastering them can open doors to new possibilities and experiences.